Salutations! Hello, my name is Maria. This is Love Party Paint. And today I'm going to be talking about how to get your first 2,000 followers on Instagram if you have an art page. I almost think that it's harder for art pages to get followers than other pages just because, not that there's not a lot of people interested in art, but I feel that Instagram doesn't necessarily promote those as much as other pages. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. So I'm going to teach you the steps that I took to go from about last October-ish to now. I had 600 followers then, and now I have about 2,300 or more. So I'm going to teach you what I did to help get more followers. And the more followers you have, the more sales you can get. So it's all about the exposure when you're an artist. You want more people seeing your art. You want to be in the public eye. You want to be visible. You want your work to be visible. And not only do people buy your art, but they also buy you. So they're buying you as an artist. So it's important to have a good social media platform so people can find your work and find out about you. And so these are the steps that I took. So the first thing I kind of want to touch on is the idea that you have to get a lot of expensive equipment. I do agree for selling your work and taking pictures of your work. If you're posting it on a website, or even if you're posting it for sale on your social media, you have to have good lighting. It's a good idea to have a good camera and learn about photography, just because so people can see how your art really looks. You don't want to have to edit your art that much. You want it to kind of look like how they would see it in person. So sure, that's great for that. But if you're just more trying to get followers, you could just use your phone and some good lighting, and that should be enough. The second thing I kind of want to touch on is the idea that your content has to be like spectacular. I see a lot of accounts that honestly, in my opinion, don't necessarily have the best content, but yet they have like 100,000 followers. Well, why is that? Because they got smart and strategic about how they get followers and how they get more likes on their posts. So everything that you've learned about how to get followers, you're literally going to throw that out the window. None of it's true. Hashtags, not true. Description, not true. Having the best content, not true. The algorithm doesn't care about that stuff. What you are going to do is you're going to go onto Facebook or Reddit or something of that nature, and you're going to search for Instagram engagement groups. Now you're thinking, follow for follow, why would I want to do that? Well, the higher your followers, the more the algorithm is going to pick up your stuff and possibly get you on somebody's search page or their discovery page, which is the same thing. And that's where you want to be. And the only way to do that is by getting lots of followers. You have to be really careful about the ones that you go on and who you choose to follow and not follow. I don't do this anymore. I did do it for like a few months, but I had mixed feelings about it because for me, I want real, not that you can't find a real audience there, because you absolutely can. I found plenty of people that I found on there who actually appreciate and actually have purchased my art. So that is possible to do follow for follow on those sites and do a good job. But there's really good, reputable ones that are specifically for artists. So I would start there, start with the artist groups, do follow for follow there, and start generating your audience a little bit. So I would concentrate on art ones. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on is this is what I mainly like to do. I like to search a hashtag, and not a lot of people do this anymore, so you have really good results with this. Search a hashtag like acrylic painting on canvas, hashtag, acrylic painting, whatever. So you go to that hashtag and you go to the, don't go to the top results. You want to go to the most recent. So you're going to click the most recent and you're going to go through the feed, find posts that you actually like. You have to genuinely like them because people can smell if you're desperate. They can smell if you're not being genuine. So you're going to pick art or posts that you really, really like, and you're going to say something really genuine and pick up stuff that you actually really love about their work. And 9 times out of 10, people will follow you and you'll make a really good connection with them, and it'll be a connection that will last and be ongoing. Okay, so now that you're going to do that, here's another good thing that, and you have to be consistent with these. You have to do them for at least 20 minutes a day. Another one is finding an account or an artist who makes very similar stuff to yours or a similar style, and you're gonna go on, but it has to be a popular person. You wanna go to somebody who has 100,000 plus followers. You're literally gonna go through their followers and click on their followers, go to their followers' posts, and comment and like a few of their posts. Be genuine about it. If you don't like their work, don't lie, because people can pick up on that. And so what it's going to do, it's going to bring their attention to your page. And chances are they'll probably give you a follow if you're a nice person, and you can make some really great friends that way as well. The next thing is that you're going to find other artists whose work you really appreciate and you really like, and you're going to share it on your stories. By doing this, it's going to encourage them to possibly share your work on their stories. I think this is a really great way for you to get more exposure. And for me, when I see something I really like on somebody's stories, I will click the post and I will go to the page that it came from, and if I like it, I'll follow it. So you got to think about that. Would you do the same? You probably would. So you're going to do these. You have to be consistent with this. You have to do it, I would say, at least half an hour every day. Do all of these steps, and you'll see within a month, I guarantee within a month, you could get 500. It depends on how much time you spend, maybe even 1,000. I mean, honestly, it's possible, but you have to hustle. You have to hustle for your followers, because the algorithm, like I said, it's not going to pick up your post. If you don't have any comments, you don't have any likes, the chances of it going to the discovery search page on somebody else's Instagram are 0. So this is just what you have to do now to be able to get the algorithm to pick up your stuff. Because the more likes, the more comments, the more followers you have, the more it's going to generate your post. Now, my next tip is, once you've done this, you have to be very consistent about your posting. You can't just say, Wednesday I'm going to post at 8, Friday I'm going to post at 9. If you want your work to be seen and for the algorithm to pick it up, you still have to use hashtags. If you have a business account or a personal account, you can check the insights. I've noticed that Instagram's insights are way off. They're really not very good. It'll say, for hashtags, it'll say, it shared it to 14 people. Well, that's completely useless then. So what you want to concentrate on is the time and the day. You can post every day at noon, every day at 9, but once you pick a time, you can't switch the time, because I've tried to do this myself. I always post at 9 o'clock p.m. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, my insights say more people are looking at Instagram at noon. Well, that doesn't matter. I have to, it won't share it. I'll get like 45 likes, and that just is crazy, right? So what I have to do is always post at 9. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 o'clock. That's when I post. That's what you have to do. So once you've done all of this and you generate a little more followers, people are going to start paying attention to your aesthetic of your page. This is now when you're going to take the time to maybe pick like a color theme, so everything's consistent. Like let's say like I have a color theme of like blue, where there's a little bit of blue in like every single picture. People like things that look nice, and then from there, that's when I would start investing in nicer equipment and learning more about photography once you kind of get your ball rolling. Because once you get to a certain point, it does kind of matter a little bit, but still it doesn't necessarily matter. It's really just, you gotta crack the algorithm. You have to figure out a way around it. And the steps I just gave you are the secret ingredient to getting around that algorithm. So hopefully this was helpful to you. I hope your Instagram grows, and you can find me at Love Party Paint on my Instagram. Shoot me a DM, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to help come up with different ideas and how you can get more followers. But that's how you're gonna grow your Instagram to 2,000 followers. So good luck. Toodaloo.